Welcome to this short video. If you are interested in improving team performance, you will not be disappointed in what we are offering. This course or supervisory toolkit follows an 8-step process to improving team performance. These 8 steps also represent the key learning outcomes, and I will use the rest of the video to briefly go through each step. This course is very practical. It revolves around a production line simulation which can be adapted to various companies and in which teams compete against each other over a number of shifts to produce products at the required quality. What we also do is impose problems on the teams during the course to develop problem-solving capacity. General information. We can run this course with anything between 12 and 20 learners. We would require that the learners are at grade 11. That is if we are doing this for unit standard purposes. The duration of the course is 3 days, and we are running this course based on the unit standard supervised work unit to achieve work unit objectives. Step 1 of the toolkit, company goals. This learning unit will always be customized to the specific company, and the purpose of this unit is very simple. A supervisor needs to align his or her goals to the company's business plan, to stakeholder expectations, to company values, purpose, vision, the value chain, and to the scoreboard or targets. Step 2, accept work. In this unit, we look at the concept of supervisory accountability. I think you'll agree a supervisor who does not take accountability for his or her role, that's going to be a huge problem. So in this unit, we focus on 2 key aspects. First aspect, we'll look at the expectations of various stakeholders, and those stakeholders include the company, management, and the expectations of the team. The other aspect we'll look at, which influences accepting accountability or not, are supervisory skills. So obviously a supervisor needs to have mastered the technical aspects of his or her work, and then the environment or the changing conditions on a day-to-day basis influence the nature of skills a supervisor needs. And we look at this environment in terms of the physical environment. So an example here could be a breakdown, which would place a demand for a certain type of skill on the supervisor. We also look at the demands that humans or the team places on the supervisor. An example of that could be an absent employee. So the level of skills a supervisor has and the acceptance of the expectations on that supervisor's role will influence his or her ability to accept accountability. Step 3, empower team. And what you are looking at here is a list of the quality of skills possessed by team members. To empower a team, the supervisor needs to ensure the team has the appropriate range and quality of skills, also that the team members are placed according to their natural roles, and I'm referring here to personality. And then lastly, the supervisor needs to ensure that the team adopts the appropriate culture or habits. Okay, step 4, communicate work. A big focus area of this learning unit is visual management, and we are referring to the use of whiteboards, which we use to communicate work targets and expectations, and to monitor performance of the team. We also focus on meetings, and we provide a very user-friendly but effective agenda for meetings. We call it the 3P agenda. That's P for people, P for production targets, and P for process. Step 5 of the supervisory toolkit, lead work. So what we will study in this unit is vision, and we are going to consider how a supervisor constantly provides vision during the shift. We'll also look at visible felt leadership, and we will look at situational leadership, which helps the supervisor prioritize certain team members in terms of coaching. Step 6, monitor work. This is obviously a very important role of the supervisor. And in addition to physical monitoring of team members' behavior, the supervisor will need to identify waste and losses during the shift. And then we also focus in this unit on how the monitoring happens. So we are referring here to digital or the use of charts for monitoring, which make it very easy to identify acceptable or unacceptable trends. Step 7, address variances. Naturally, if variances are positive, the supervisor will recognize the team for that positive variance. Negative or unacceptable variances require immediate action from the supervisor, and this action can be based on whether the variance is a routine one or a non-routine one. For routine standard variances, the supervisor must act decisively and take action. For non-routine, slightly more complex variances, the supervisor must lead a problem-solving approach and take action. Finally, step 8, review shift. The supervisor leads the team in a review of the performance and the results achieved in that shift, the methods used. Were the methods effective, or did they perhaps generate unacceptable level of waste? Finally, the supervisor should review his or her own performance and even invite feedback from the team. If we summarize then on the right-hand side, did the shift achieve the required quantity at the required quality in a cost-effective manner and in a safe manner? Well, thank you very much for viewing this video. I certainly hope I have triggered your interest, and I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.